Ukrainians are bracing for a harsh and dark winter. The Russians are accused of weaponizing the winter season. The fresh cruise missile strikes are continuing to target Ukrainians' battered electricity grid. On Wednesday, the Russian forces launched 70 cruise missiles on different parts of Ukraine. The US says Moscow is weaponizing the winter season to inflict more damage on Ukraine in a bid to freeze the country into submission. And the effects are telltale. Millions in Ukraine are without power. The energy infrastructure is in tatters. Ukraine is rushing to restore damaged infrastructure. But the problem is Russian missiles keep coming day after day, inflicting more pain for the Ukrainians. 40% of Ukraine's thermal generation is damaged, 90% of wind power installations unfunctioning, and 40% of its solar energy sources are out of order, all because of relentless Russian strikes. In the past 2 months, Moscow has changed its tactics and focused its firepower on the energy infrastructure. Blackouts are the new normal in the war-torn nation. The World Health Organization warns of life-threatening consequences due to the power outages. In Kyiv, even water supplies have been badly hit. People carrying bottles and containers are forced to stand in long queues despite the hardships. Few say they would continue to stay in the Ukrainian capital.
We heard a rocket strike and we saw smoke. The windows in my house blew out and then everyone ran to the subway to hide.
It only seems that the grass is greener on the other side. But this is our land and we will stay here. This is our city. I was born here and I want to live here and work here.
The winter will be a threat for millions and millions of Ukrainian people. I have seen it. In fact, now the temperature is hovering around 0 degrees Celsius, but soon it will plummet down to -20.
Power is crucial not just for homes and offices but also for hospitals. These images are from a children's hospital in Kyiv where doctors are forced to perform surgeries under trying conditions. International organizations have reported more than 700 attacks on medical facilities in Ukraine since the beginning of the war.
This morning I decided to do urgent operation despite of bloody Russian bombing, despite the most terrible situation that I ever seen in my surgical life, because of stop electricity, stop the water supply, stop the warming.
Moscow continues to occupy the largest nuclear power plant in Ukraine and all of Europe. This is one of the largest threats for Ukraine as it gets 60% of its energy from nuclear power stations. On Thursday, all 3 nuclear power plants still under Ukrainian control were reconnected to the electricity grid. Kyiv says Russian strikes forced an automatic disconnect.